So oftentimes I'm asked about what makes a great startup culture, and I don't believe there's such thing as a good culture or a bad culture. There's just kind of a culture for you. As unique as people groups that we have very different cultures across the world. There's not really one right or wrong. There's definitely pros and cons of every single culture. However, for us, we really cared a lot about long-term performance within our company, and there was an interesting book that I read a while ago called Corporate Culture and Performance. And this person basically took kind of the performance of stock and tried to look inside their corporate culture and kind of made some observations. And he made basically 3 observations around these cultures that impacted performance. They had 3 special things. The first one was a strongly aligned culture. The second one was they were adaptive at the core. And the third one is that they cared about all 3 stakeholders, which is usually employees, customers, as well as your stockholder or your investor. And I think the one of the 3 that sticks out to me the most that I feel like has been probably the largest impact in a startup culture is how strongly aligned the team is. And when you're small, oftentimes we talk about a startup needing to have focus. That's just another nice way of saying alignment. When it's at a larger level, we do talk a lot about alignment, or you hear the corporate phrase of, oh, singing from the same song sheet. That's where it comes from, the introduction of goals and how do we get the goals rolled out. These are all things to help the culture align and the group of people align around things. Now, obviously at the core of that is your value set, and that should be your aligning kind of a light on kind of how you do the work. But most of all, I do believe anything that's around kind of the alignment of a startup culture makes a really great startup culture, because that means if you find yourself in a situation where you do need to change, you need to introduce more innovation, or you need to introduce speed, you'll be able to do that very quickly and very easily.